Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video here on the channel. Today I want to drop some truth on you and tell you some things about my Neon. I want to tell you why I bought it, I want to tell you some more information about it, and after driving around for a couple weeks, what I think about it. So let's go take a look at this thing and get the truth out to all of you. So I know the first video I made with the Neon, I was a little unsure. I talked a little bit of crap about it. I said, you know, like it's embarrassing to drive around, blah, 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 blah. Typical what you hear from a tuner guy, a guy who likes, you know, Skyline Supras, Integras, and any kind of import, Nissan, Honda, Toyota, that, oh, SRTs are stupid, SRTs are dumb, they don't handle worth crap, blah, 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 you know, the typical stuff. But I have to say, okay, let's restart for a second. Let's go back for a second. First and foremost, I want to tell you, I forgot to get a crayon out and draw the ACR badges on. That should be right here. But this is an actual ACR. I know I gained a lot of subscribers from making the video where I purchased this car that are SRT-4 owners or Neon SRT-4 enthusiasts, and a lot of you guys were like, no man, not an SRT for sure, nice car, but blah blah blah, not an SRT. After some further investigating and looking at the VIN and sending it to somebody who works at Dodge, it was actually a subscriber, whoever you are, thank you. I sent them the VIN and then they sent me the equipment list from the factory, because you can't even like really decode the VIN. It's you have to look up the actual VIN equipment list to see what was fitted from this car from the factory. And this one is the ACR. You can see in the equipment list it has the ACR badges, it had the ACR suspension. Now I'm not sure about the seats. That's the one thing I'm a little unsure about still. Now the seats on the listing just said, you know, cloth bucket style seats. So I can't confirm if I don't know if any of the ACRs maybe just didn't come with the seats. I assume they did, and I assume it just, all it is it has ACR badged on here and it has holes right here in the seat for harnesses. So I'm assuming that it probably just wouldn't say ACR seats on the equipment list, and I'm assuming that somebody probably sold them, because after looking for a set online, I see that they all go for over $1,000 for a pair, if you can find them for sale, which you almost can never find them for sale. And now the other thing that my car has, obviously, like just looking at it, if you know what an ACR is, you would think, oh, that's not an ACR, because it's got the regular wheels. The ACR came with 16-inch BBS wheels, I guess, and I did see that on the equipment list. It did come with the BBS wheels on the equipment list. And as I stated in a previous video, right here, it does say 16-inch, if it'll focus. And are you gonna focus for us? Focus! So people know I'm telling the truth. Either way, it says 16-inch tire size here, so that further confirms that. But from the equipment list, I saw the BBS wheels. I'm assuming probably somebody sold those as well. I did find a set for sale, but they were in Canada, and I wasn't even gonna try to figure out shipping on that. And it does still have the ACR suspension, which is pretty cool. I haven't messed with it yet. I've actually been meaning to, but every time I stop, I always forget. And I don't have a screwdriver on me right now. I would like to tighten it up and see if it'll stiffen up a little bit, but that's one of the problems right now though, is the ACR suspension with these 17-inch wheels. There's a little bit of a clearance issue. If I hit any big bumps, it does scrub, but for the most part, it's not a problem. But I just think it's cool. It's an ACR. You know, I went into it being advertised that it was an ACR, but I wasn't for sure because of the parts that were missing. And when I purchased it, the guy was just kind of like, hey, I'm pretty sure it's an ACR. And I was just like, all right, whatever. I wasn't concerned if it wasn't an ACR, but very cool that it actually is an ACR Neon SRT-4, blah, blah, blah. As you guys can see, I also painted the rear wing. I rattle canned it. I didn't do the best job on it. I ran out of daylight and paint. I probably should have primered it first. There's some black patches in there that kind of come out if you get in the right sunlight. But I mean, the rest of the paint's not perfect either, so it kind of matches. And like I said before, I also removed the Evo mod. You SRT guys, let me know. Is that what you guys really call it? Like, I've known a few people local to call it that, where they have it painted right here. I still need to wax it again too, because I haven't since I removed that plasti dip. But I think it's really gonna clean up and be a nice car. I'm very surprised at how well it's already cleaned up in my little efforts. I also want to cut and buff it. I guess that's what it is called. I had a few people commenting that I guess were detailers. If you're a professional detailer, let me know what I need to do to make this paint really come out. Like you can still see it's pretty faded up here. And somebody said I didn't need, I guess I was using an orbital polisher. They said I needed some kind of high-speed cut and buff machine. I'm not really sure. If you're an expert, you can let me know, and maybe I can get this thing looking even better. Just comment below, let me know. Now, a couple other things I want to talk about. I want to talk about how I feel about the car now, and then I also want to let you guys hear the car. I want to open the cutout, close the cutout, do some revs, do some flybys, do some in-car GoPro footage. I've been driving around for like 30 minutes looking for like an abandoned neighborhood or something, or a freshly being built neighborhood to do a little bit of hooning in, but it's just nothing around here. It's all, everything's got people in it, and I don't want to get in trouble today. But anyways, let's talk about the car, and then I'll let you hear it. So originally, like I said, buying the car, and after, you know, knowing about SRTs for the last few years, since they came out, and like always being an import guy, you know, I hated on them just like everybody else. But this car has been an absolute blast to drive. I have finished my hate on the Neon SRT-4s, and I have since decided that if you hate on Neon SRT-4s, you probably haven't daily driven one, because they are so much fun to daily drive. Yes, it might not handle like a Skyline or a 180 or anything like that, a lot of the super awesome JDM cars we love, but as a daily driver, this thing is super fun. It's quick. When they were brand new from the factory, they were quick and they were beating a lot of things. Oh, we got a Mustang. This dude wants it, doesn't he? Oh, he's got a lot of stuff on his car though. Looks like a Cobra. We are in South Carolina, boys. Lots of rednecks out here. But I've already busted some Mustangs' butts in this thing, and it's so much fun. That's what I love about it. It's fun, it's quick, it sounds good. They really do sound so good. Like, it sounds just like the McLaren 570, I think what it was, that we were driving with Matt from Precision Wraps and Graphics. They sound so cool. The turbo spool and the open downpipe sounds so fun and awesome. And you can just hear those turbo noises everywhere. I honestly think that the haters have either been beat by one or they just haven't daily driven one. I actually did take this up to the mountains, and I can see with at least its current setup that it's not great for the mountains. I think with the right setup, it could be a very good car for the mountains. But as it sits now, yeah, I totally agree. I would much rather take the GTR up through the mountains. That being said, that's not why I purchased this car. I didn't buy it to be a mountain king. That might be something in the future that I would like to explore once I can kind of afford to let this car not be a daily driver. But for now, while it's a daily driver, I'm not going to dog the crap out of it. I'm not going to be doing anything stupid. It's just my daily driver. For those of you that are haters of the Neon, please comment below and let me know what it is that you hate about them. Like, I get it, coming from the same direction like I used to be, the way I used to think. I think it's just people not being open-minded, and I admit to probably not being so open-minded years ago when my hate for these kind of existed. You know, ever since Megan's owned them like 5-6 years ago, I started kind of liking them, you know, and actually getting to drive one occasionally. But now after daily driving one, I love it. It's a great daily driver. I highly recommend it as a daily driver for somebody, as long as you're gonna take care of the car. You know, I hear like about these reliability issues and everything like that, but I don't have any problems. I don't totally beat the crap out of everywhere. I do put it in boost quite a bit. It goes up to about 16 pounds of boost right now, which is a little bit above factory from what I've been reading. But as long as you take care of a car, it's probably gonna be okay, and it's probably gonna last and be a good daily like this has been for me so far. Knock on some wood somewhere. But what is it? What fuels your hate? What makes you not like these cars? Comment, let me know what you don't like about these cars. Is it the looks? Because I think they look pretty cool. I mean, yeah, it's a Neon. Yeah, it's a cheap car. The interior is very cheaply made, but it's a fun car, and I think it looks pretty good. Look at that thing back there. It looks pretty aggressive. I've always liked the way the SRTs looked. I remember when I was first getting my first car, I was talking to my dad like, oh, I want an SRT-4 because like, look at the front end. He's like, well, we could get you a regular Neon. I was like, okay, well, yeah, I can just put the SRT stuff on it, you know, the bumpers and the spoiler. And I can't believe I ever thought that. That's just silly thinking. I think they're awesome cars. I think it takes a level of respect to understand the differences between these and our JDM cars that we love. I think maybe visiting Japan would be great for everybody. Like, isn't that weird to say that? I think visiting Japan would help some of you love SRTs more. Because you go to Japan and you see how everybody is so different in their car culture and the things that they like about their cars, but everybody is so welcoming about what everybody else does. Nobody is hating. Nobody pulls up to a car meet and they like point at something and say, oh, that's stupid, that's dumb, you can't hang out with us, or we don't like you because of what you've done to your car. In America, that's like, it seems like that's a lot of what it is, but in Japan, that's not it. And I think it's helped me, and I think it would help a lot of you love this nice little red girl back here. All right, I think I've talked your ears off for enough right now, so let's let you hear the exhaust. I'm gonna do a startup right now with the exhaust coming out the rear. The cutout is closed and it is coming out of the exhaust. This is an aftermarket exhaust. I'm actually not sure on the name brand because he painted it with grill paint. But it does sound really good with the cutout closed and the exhaust coming out the back too. So let me let you guys hear that. There goes that Mustang guy again. We're gonna have to bust his butt here in a minute. So as you all can hear, there's quite a bit of a difference, quite a bit decibel difference there. A lot louder with the cutout open. The cutout's still open right now. It's really nice to be able to control that with the electronic cutout. I know a lot of SRT guys on the Neons cheap out and do the manual cutout, but right down here, just with the flip of this switch, holding it for about 10 seconds, I can fully close or fully open the electronic cutout. That makes it so much nicer. I was super stoked to see that that was installed on this car whenever I went to purchase it. Now, if you do ride around with the electronic cutout open for too long, like I did in the mountains, you come home and you end up smelling like the exhaust. But that's okay. That's what us car people are used to, I think. Now, what I want to do is I want to do a few flybys as well. I want to show you guys what it sounds like from the exterior, but I just have to find the right place for that. I still haven't figured that out yet. I do have the GoPro though, so let's talk in the car. I'll let you hear both the exhaust and acceleration as we try to go find somewhere where I can do a flyby as well. All right, in the SRT, we're gonna go ahead and close the exhaust and see, I don't know if you guys can hear the difference already, but the exhaust is now closed. We were running the exhaust all the way out to the back of the car. And it's definitely a lot quieter in car, especially just kind of like idling around a parking lot. Now once we get going though, you'll still be able to hear it. You can hear it right now and it still sounds good. It still pops, it still crackles. Might be able to give it a little gas off this stop sign. You can still hear it. You can hear the boost build a lot more. I think I heard a little bit of a boost leak there maybe. I've noticed that a few times under boost, a slight squeal. I'll probably need to find out where exactly that's coming from, but it's not every time and it doesn't really affect it. I mean, it must be affecting it a little bit, but as you can hear it with the exhaust all the way out the back, the cutout closed, you can still hear the exhaust, but you do hear a lot more of the intake and a lot more of the blow off valve and the turbo and all that, which is really awesome. And sometimes I do prefer just to drive around with it closed, just so I can hear all that, because I do love turbo noises. That's what we all love, I think, right? Man, I really wish I knew somewhere where we could go. There might be some way, somewhere down this way. All right, we're gonna give you guys a good acceleration here though, with the exhaust closed. This is with the exhaust running out the back. First gear. Exhaust, but that just sounds so good. I love the blow off valve. Alrighty, you can already hear a little bit bigger rumble. Oh yeah, listen to her. Listen to her growl. Woo! So good. Sounds good, feels good. It is good. Hopefully the wind's not over there affecting y'all too much. Sure you can still hear my diesel truck though. We got to get some outside acceleration pulls though. You guys got to hear it from the outside. I don't even know what it sounds like from the outside really. All these neighborhoods that were up and coming when I left are all built up now though. There's nowhere to act crazy like we used to. Now there is a building for lease over here. I passed by it just a minute ago. I think I might pull in here and take a look. I'm always looking for the Garage Defend USA, the right location. What do you guys think? Building for lease, pretty big garage. But I think it's also connected to all these storage units, so it might not be exactly what we're looking for. There is a car workshop working out of the building beside it though. Greenville Hybrid. A hybrid repair shop. That'd be pretty funny right beside Garage Defend USA. I don't know, I'm gonna take a picture of this number though and maybe give them a call later. Check it out. We're still looking at some of the other places too. I'm still in works with some things, but I'm just always keep my eye open for possible places to lease. I do know of one location that we might be able to get a little bit accelerating on. It won't be a nice 80 mile per hour flyby or anything. Let's head over to that location get some exhaust notes, talk about a couple more things, and then we'll wrap this video up. There are a few little twisties right here though. Sorry I don't have the camera turned around the other way. And there's also traffic. To see what this thing could do with the right suspension setup. I'm going to try to tighten the ACR dampers on it when I get back to the house, but I think it also might just be they have, you know, 130,000 kilometers, or not kilometers, I'm still thinking Japanese, 130,000 miles on them, so they might be about time to be replaced anyway, with some nice aftermarket suspension. Oh, this road is garbage. It used to not be this bad. This is like a local spot that me and a few friends used to come and take pictures and hang out, I don't know, kind of as car people away from like the rednecks at the Walmart parking lot. Yeah, we might be able to get a little acceleration pull here, not much though. And there is one Jeep shop on this road, so I don't know if once I do a really loud flyby, if they'll come out and try to figure out what the heck's going on, or if there'll be Jeep people about it and just be like, yeehaw, brother. So where we are at right now is kind of a dead-end road where they kind of only come up here to work on some of these electrical poles, telephone poles, and it's just up here. There's a church up here, and there's also a place that they work on Jeeps, like I was saying. And we always used to come up here and just bull crap around, take nice pictures of our cars at the end of this road. I'm sure I have a million pictures of all my cars on this road right here. And now the only problem is it's kind of overgrown and there's some gravel in the road up here, so I'm not gonna be able to do too much of an acceleration. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the camera up here on this hill somewhere and just kind of aim it down in this general direction so you guys can get a nice flyby sound. I think I'm probably only gonna do, I don't know if I should only do the open cutout or if I should do some of the closed as well. I just wanna do one down and one up and get out of here. But I don't wanna risk the one going, maybe it's just a church van. Maybe there's not people here. Oh, I don't know, that could be awkward. Maybe one video and we're gonna get the heck out of here quick. Oh man, the SRT does look nice over there though. Look at her. What are you doing over there, girl? All right, we gotta get back to this before we get in trouble. Let's maybe do it aiming right here beside their building so they can't see my camera whenever I fly by and fly back up here to get my camera. But let's maybe aim it. Yeah. This will be fine. All right, this is gonna be our view. I'm gonna go down. You guys will see me fly down here and fly back up. I'll do probably open cutout down and up just so you get a good sound of it, and we'll do a closed exhaust on another day. All right, there's definitely somebody at the shed slash mobile home business too, so let's go get our camera and get out of here before somebody calls the cops for absolutely no reason. We're doing absolutely no harm to anybody, not doing burnouts or anything, but you know how people are about loud cars and car enthusiasts in general. Okay, after that flyby, we must definitely go. Let's retrieve our camera and get the freak out of here. How's she sound? I'm ready to hear it myself. Let's get out of here. I do love the way it sounds. It's so loud. I think it's like after driving the Supra around for 6 months with a stock exhaust in Japan, coming back and just being in something super loud and turbo is so much fun. But you got to be careful for sure though, because loud exhaust in America definitely attracts the wrong crowd. You get the cops looking at you everywhere. So far I haven't had any issues with it. I used to have a lot of issues with the Easley Police Department here when I was younger. I was acting a lot more stupid back then too, and I was out a lot later, I guess. That probably has a lot to do with it. The open cutout can be pretty loud though. Right now I'm in fourth, it's not so bad, but shifting into third to get ready to get in my neighborhood, just the downshifts can get pretty loud. And in my neighborhood, you know, back when I was younger, I wouldn't care. I would fly through here with the open downpipe, skip all these stop signs, and act like a real butthead. But now it's nice to have the electronic cutout because I can just pop right down here, quiet the car up significantly. It's not quiet, but for pulling into the neighborhood, I don't know, usually anytime I'm pulling in the neighborhood, but sometimes I'll have the open cutout open at this time of day. But definitely when it's laid out or taking Mason to school in the morning, I try to keep it pretty quiet. I keep Back at the house. And guys, I just got my official from Dodge. God, that stupid road got stuff all over our car. From Dodge, ACR emblems. Now we are 100% official and can be recognized when we go out to car meets, and people will know what we truly have right here. Right in time, because I go to Cars and Coffee tomorrow, and I want people to know this is an ACR. Oh, the R's a little dirty, a little crooked, but that's legit, right? You guys from that are neon fans, let me know. ACR, right? That's correct? I'm just kidding. Some stupid thing I found in the toolbox from years ago. I think we used it like on our baseball bats when we were kids or something. I don't even know. I'm obviously gonna take that off here in just a moment, but I thought I would troll you guys for a minute. Hopefully somebody got mad, stopped watching, and made a hurtful comment in the comments. I do want to replace the ACR badges though. I'm not too concerned with it right away because like I said, I do want to try to correct the paint a little bit more. I don't think I'm gonna pay for a paint job anytime soon just because I don't want to waste my money on that. I love the car, but I really don't care if it's a little bit faded. Like I said before, you guys let me know what I can do to kind of correct this paint some. God, I literally got leaf chunks and everything all over my car from that stupid road. But eventually, after I do correct the paint a little bit more, I would like to put the actual ACR badges on there. Just a matter of time, my friends, just a matter of time. The neon, I really do like it. I've really been enjoying it. Some of you guys were kind of hating on me for hating on the neon, and I understand, I apologize. They're great cars. It's just, it was my inner young self coming out and wanting to hate on the cars, even though I know they're fun cars to drive. They're cheap, they're fun, they're quick in a straight line, not so quick around the curves unless you probably do a lot of work to it. Seriously, I love driving it. If you guys don't love it, you probably got beat by one, or you probably just haven't driven one. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you guys did enjoy a little bit about the SRT and learning that it is actually an ACR. I'm super stoked about that. And the exhaust, I love it. I love it. That's all I can say about it. That's all I can say. Hey, if you guys are in the Southeast and you wanna do a meetup, I would like to do a meetup sometime soon before it gets too freezing cold. This video probably, definitely won't go out, but I'm going to Cars and Coffee in Easley tomorrow. I plan on going to Cars and Coffee in Greenville again. I'm probably not gonna be doing too many more Cars and Coffee videos just because it's not worth it unless people are out there being stupid or something. I would definitely like to do a meetup before it gets too cold. Or maybe I'll wait until my cars get here. I don't know. I would rather do a meetup in a Delica or a 180 than the neon. But then again, maybe I'll bring the neon and bust some of y'all's butts in some races. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you'd like to see a Southeast meetup in the comments below. But for now, I'm out of here. Going to get some ramen tonight. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, thanks for watching.